Ladies and gentlemen, we got breaking news about Nico. I'm not available. It seems that his career is in jeopardy, and this is a serious thing. See, what Nico just did was upset a lot of coaches in the football universe, a lot of fans, a lot of former supporters, including me, who was a staunch supporter. I had him over Ark Manning until I seen Ark Manning actually play at Texas. I got to see Ark Manning versus certain NFL type defensive like schemes. And we seen Nico with defensive like schemes in the SEC, and he was average at best. Let's never forget that.
Most people get average people, especially average people. You're an average person.
And you're an average person, Nico, like the great Kevin Samuel said. So when I look at Nico, what he's doing here, I'm going to break it down to a T and let him know what he just did to his career. You just helped save college football, Nico. And Josh Heupel also helped save college football. Go look at the video I did about Josh. By him saying good riddance and not caring about your holdout, not jumping through hoops from the scam that you did. Yes, you scammed Tennessee. I'm going to show you proof. You and your father and your whatever circle of agents, you scammed that university. I'm going to break it down, but let's play my intro first.
Come down over here and come rock with my man and let it be good, man. Yeah. Salute. Yes, sir. Myself a YouTuber because I'm actually in the community and it get uncomfortable seeing dudes like you and kings like you saluting me. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. You beautiful family. Nah, you, because Nick, let me cut this off. Man, what's good, YouTube family, man?
You already have, outtake, your frequency, man. You have good energy, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you inspire me a lot. You don't even realize it, man. But it's good to see somebody on YouTube in real life. You're a real person, man.
So one thing, I understand your motivation and your appreciation to the youth. Good.
Yeah, I was not right.
There's a field, man. There's a field, man. Tough field, man. Hey.
I don't want to hear from you Nico fanatics who got all these slick things to say to me, even sending threats my way. Bro, I'm from the hood. You seen the intro. I'm everywhere. I'm a relatable person, so I get to speak on these issues. Nico is an example of what I teach my kids not to be, man. Almost every coach rejected Nico and don't want him. And the prominent ones, you had Dan Lanning. Hang on. Let me go to Dan. Dan Lanning gave you the middle finger. He didn't want nothing to do with you. Mario Cristobal, let me play him right quick. He's like, hell to the nah. I don't want this dude over here, man.
We're not going to do that at Miami. And I say that without any hesitation. If anyone's thinking that, and they could be the best player in the world, if they want to play holdout, they might as well play get out. We don't want to do that.
If they want to play holdout, they might as well play get out. And I like Mario on how he broke down as far as what you have to behave like. You know what I mean? Mario broke it down to a T when he said, listen, players have bled out here on the field. They gave it their all when they go through the X's and O's. Okay, fine. Y'all want to get paid? I was a staunch supporter and hoping y'all get paid. An avid supporter. You feel me? I wanted y'all to get paid, but I didn't think this domino effect would be this bad because I thought good character people would still have good characters. But we forget money only enhances who you truly are. You scammed Tennessee, boy. You had all these holdouts going on. And first of all, before I talk about that, shout out to Deion Sanders, who literally said hell to the nah. This was Deion Sanders' response. Shout out to my good brother, Dalvin the Truth. I seen him following me on Twitter. But Deion said not true and God bless. We good. We good over here. We don't need Nico. You know why all these coaches don't need Nico? Why we don't care if you walk? Have a good day to you. Why your coach, whatchamacallit, Josh Heupel can say this?
With Nico, I want to thank him for everything that he's done since he's gotten here. That's as a recruit to who he was as a player. and how he competed inside of the building. And so a great appreciation for that side of it. Obviously, we're moving forward as a program.
We're moving forward as a program, obviously. There was no crying. There was no begging. Please, Nico, please stay with us. I mean, look at your stats. I doubted any coach in the SEC would cry for a Nico or any quarterback, to that matter, who have these type of stats. In fact, Carson Beck knew it was over for him at Georgia. He knew it. That's why he grabbed his money and went to Miami. And nobody got mad because he didn't disrespect the university. He didn't scam them the way you did, Nico. I'm going to explain to y'all how Nico scammed the university. He knew what was going on, that Tennessee needed quarterbacks such as him. So if he was trying to leave earlier prior to what he just did, Tennessee would have kind of still be good based on the coaching of Josh Heupel. He's a great coach. We've seen how great he led Tennessee prior to Nico even coming there. We've seen how great they did when he was at UCF as well. So Nico knew if Josh could get a great quarterback, into the recruiting things that was going on in December or whatnot, he would have been replaced. They wouldn't have done no negotiations. They would have said, keep it, take it, or leave it. And he knew that. But if he tried it around this April timeframe, then he can put Tennessee, I dare say, in a conundrum. Put them in a trap, basically, where they'll have no other choice and limited resource. So now we need Nico so we can, we can play to his BS holdout. It's not a holdout at all, bro. This man knew what he was going to do 5 months in advance. I say 7 months in advance. Some people can argue a year in advance. They knew it the whole time. When he got that contract, it was the highest contract at his time, right? You look at the payments, you see how he's being paid, how he got $8 million for 3 years only. This is going to be his 3rd year. I believe there should be bias. You got Robert Griffin, you got Ryan Clark, and all these people talking about it's not Nico's fault, it's the coach's fault, it's Tennessee's fault. It's disgusting when professional victims get to be on TV and they get to be the voices of the people. It's not right. So instead of me crying, I just don't watch these networks anymore. We don't watch the dying brand that's known as ESPN. If I end up watching ESPN, a pivotal game is being broadcast on their channel, and they damn near got a monopoly to everything. So they kind of got me hostage to watch some of these network broadcasting syndicated showings and airings. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to Nico, I supported him. But to watch how you conduct yourself in this unprofessional type of situation, you better know the executives in the NFL, they're all watching. You're not Baker Mayfield getting drunk and he still becomes the #1 draft pick. You know why he still became the #1 draft pick? He had his work being shown. What is your work being shown here? Baker balled out for 2 different teams. You were average at best, like my man told you already. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuel, tell this man Nico this again.
Most people get average people, especially average people. And you're an average person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft.
You're not running Microsoft. Who are you? I mean, when I see the fans burning your jersey, I can't help to say, let me help you guys out too. Like, I'll do it faster. You know what I mean? Good riddance. Who's going to cry for that? What team is going to want you? If we're being honest here, what team will want you after all that? Because coaches now have to sit back like, we'll take damn near any superstar. Hell, they take players who were having marijuana situations. They've taken players who've done alleged assaults. They've taken players for a lot of stuff. But guess why coaches look at what Nico did as an abomination compared to the other things that players have done criminally and still get second chances? Because that's the unwritten rule. You don't do that. You're available to play. You play for the college atmosphere, not the NFL atmosphere. You play on a college level. You're a student, no matter how much money you get paid. And you're choosing not to go practice with your brothers to get ready to battle it out for the national championship. You know you play in a division, in a conference which is the SEC, where if you lose just one game, your season is probably over with. Can we be honest about it? So you need all the reps that you can get, especially after a mediocre, average at best year that you had that got overrated and overhyped because you play for one of the best conferences that's known as the SEC. So they overrate a lot of players because they play in that conference, and you're one of them. I'm going to play Kevin Samuels again because I'm sick and tired of guys like Nico.
Most people get average people, especially average people. You're an average person.
You're average at best, my guy. To get paid that much, you should have been happy enough to get that $8 million for 3 years. That's not even including other amounts of money you made with other organizations, other products, other sponsorships. Yeah, you think we don't know about that? Let's just say allegedly, but we know what goes on. So you've made enough money that other players who are far better than you drilled to get. And here is you behaving like the typical stereotype. I'm going to say it. You're behaving like a knee grumps. You are. I don't care who gets offended by that. At some point in time, people who love college football has to say what needs to say. No coach out there are going to touch you. You're untouchable at this point, just like Cormani. The only reason Gators took Cormani because Coach Bill Napier, that overrated coach who should have been fired 2 seasons ago, he needed a name to help his program. He needed a name. So when other guys sit around, they're not about to get a player who tried to negotiate with his coach after they've been back over and backwards for you by giving you at the time the highest NIL payments that was known for a player to receive. And you received that money while you were still a senior. I think even a junior headed into your senior year. Am I lying, y'all? You were a junior headed into your senior year and you got this negotiated contract. I didn't forget that. What other colleges is paying a player in their junior year this amount of money, allegedly? Remember they got in trouble for that? But nothing we ever heard that happened about it. But I'm not going to investigate into it because I don't want Tennessee to be penalized for an investment that many of us would have invested into. If we knew about your character, your greedy father, and the greedy friends and family around you, we would have never touched the stove because the kitchen been hot. You were burning with the grease fire. This is disgusting in every way. I'm done with Nico. You guys could have him. That's a Cinderella story that's made to be thrown in the trash. Garbage. Trash days. Give me my theme song, man.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I